Welcome to Modest Pools YouTube channel. This is my first ever video. I'm Santiago, and if you found my video, it's because you're a family member or a friend, or you've been following me around all over Tucson wondering, does this guy have a YouTube channel? This is going to be an instructional video for anybody that's interested in pool service and learning how to do things the right way when it comes to pool chemistry and pool cleaning. So first we're going to do pool chemistry. All right, first of all, we're going to start with our chlorine and pH test. This is your test block. Comes in the complete test kit for professionals, tailored reagents. It's going to be what you get. You'll have a whole lot of other different test solutions in here, but these are the main important ones that we're going to focus on today. So you want to get a deep sample, preferably by the skimmer of the pool, almost elbow. Dip it into that. And then you're going to knock off a little bit for the chlorine. This is your chlorine side, this is your pH side. So we're going to do 5 drops. If you can count to 5, you can do this. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's best to hold it straight up and down to get the truest drop. And then that's your number 4 reagent. That is always your pH. Then we're going to do the 1 and 2 in that order, number 1 and number 2. And this is going to be a number 5 drops of the number 1. Everything's 5 drops for these 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes if you have a cap that comes with it, it's helpful. But I just shake it up. Okay, so we've been having heat and monsoon action here. You can see the sky, Ben. Show them the sky. That's our monsoon sky. Storm coming in. But during the day, the heat and then the storms at night have really taken its toll on the chlorine level. We're only at about a 2, maybe a 3. And our pH is pretty high. It's at about an 8. So we're going to probably do some uric acid in here. That lowers pH. And we're going to put in about 3 to 4 tablets to bump up the chlorine on there. So balance it out and keep it swimmable by the weekend. Next test that we're going to do is our total alkalinity. Total alkalinity is the pool's water ability to change, and it is also based on the alkaline of basic or acidic too. And so if your alkalinity is way too high, the best way to drop it is with muriatic acid, or soda ash can help. But we want that balance scale to be anywhere between 100 to 120 is the prime spot. So it's going to be these green bottles to test for total alkalinity. And all these next tests are going to come off of the big cylinder. So we're going to get it full but knock out half of it at 50% of it right there. So we start off with the number 7. Every one of these bottles have their own number. That's actually the 9. I was talking about the number 7. And so it goes in order of number. The number 7 is your chlorine neutralizer. You don't want extra chlorine to be changing the outcome of your readings. So to neutralize it, we put 2 drops of the number 7 into this half full vial here. 1, 2. And then we're going to do, again, if you can count to 5, you can do this. Number 8, we're going to do 5 drops of that. This is our total alkalinity indicator, green. Had a dog at a property and he bit a hole in it and his whole mouth got green. It's not very harmful, but I rinsed his mouth out. I think that was 3, 4, 5. Okay. Made a big mess all over the deck, all this green solution. But it's nice and green in there. And we want the reading to go from green to pink. So the way we do this, we're going to do the drops of the number 9, and each one is worth 10. So you're counting by tens. We're going to start off with a 6 because very few pools are a 60 total alkalinity, so that's safe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just swirled that around. It changed a little bit, but they went back to green. So 6, we're at 60. So then you go 70, another drop, and swish it around. 80, another drop. 90, another drop. 100. 110, 120, 130. We're almost there. It's turning pink. 140. So it's about 20 more. So when I talked about putting acid in, for the pH was really high. So with that, that's going to drop the total alkalinity again back to that 120 that we wanted. So that was our total alkalinity. Now the next thing, we're going to go to calcium hardness. It's the last thing for this tester. You get a nice deep sample. But in order to save drops, you want to take it all the way down to a quarter full. Right there where that 10 mark is. This is so that it'll save us on the drops of the solution, because you can go through a lot doing a calcium hardness test. So again, we're going to start with that green, sorry, wrong end, the number 7. That's the chlorine neutralizer again. The technical name is thiotrine or thiosulfate. That will actually slow down or kill chlorine. So now we're going to do the calcium hardness and do 10 of the calcium buffer. So 10 is its number, and 10 is the amount of drops I'm going to put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do the calcium indicator liquid. It usually comes in the smaller one, but all they had to sell me was this big 2-ounce bottle. Way more than I need. But we're only going to use 3 drops of the indicator. 1, 2, 3. All right, and that's a nice pink color. So our goal is from it to go from pink to about purple. So with this, the number 12 consists of every 25. Every drop is worth 25 value. So we're going to start off with 8, which if you do your multiplication, 8 and the 25, you're going to get a 200 calcium reading. And you can get out of a tap at almost 200 calcium reading. So we're going to do the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I swirl that around, no change yet. Put another drop. We're at 225, 250, 275, 300, 325, 350, 375, 400, 425. There it is. They're at 425 parts per million on the calcium reading. Now all these readings that I just did were parts per million. And all these readings, the instructions are in the inside. You see mine's old and worn out. I've used this test kit lots of times. But all the instructions and even the abbreviated one for the calcium hardness is there as well. So if you forget, just read the instructions again. Or watch the video again if you like. It's there. I just do it once to learn tools. Alright, our final test is going to be for phosphates. Now the phosphate test is basically phosphates is anything, leaves or vegetation that is left in a pool. If Ben scrolls over there, there's some leaves in the bottom of the pool still a little bit. We got the cleaner working to go. Just don't drop that phone in the pool. But yeah, anything that leaves generate is called phosphates. And phosphates is food for algae. So if you kill phosphates, you could kill the food of the algae and then the algae will die. Makes sense. So we're going to test the level of this. These are tested in parts per billion. It comes in a package by AquaCheck. I'm not getting anything for giving a plug for their company, but it's a good tester. I've used it lots of times. Take this vial. We're going to fill it up with water. Cool water. And a nice deep sample as well. Knock off the top a little bit. And it comes in these nice little silvery packages inside. You open up the Ziploc here. And once you got it open, it comes out like granular, almost like salt. Or Kool-Aid packet. Just need to know what color of Kool-Aid it's going to be for the phosphates. But don't drink it. I don't know what it would do to you if you drank it.
Become the Incredible Hulk.
Something would happen. Alright, so you shake it up a little bit. It's dissolving. There's some granulars there at the bottom, you know, kind of sediment. I'll shake it for a little while. This is relatively new water still. I was really surprised that a lot of things were still in balance. About a year and a half ago, this pool was replastered. Nice finish. So, and the pool water was refilled at that time. So, but this has had a lot of plants and vegetation around it for a long time. Recently, a tree was removed here. That helps a little bit my job in cleaning pools, but it also keeps the phosphates down. So we're about to check. I have a little friend over there. Okay, let's look at the chart. So we look down. You have to take the cap off to check this out. This is your meter. It's not as accurate as the Taylor, but it will work. So you get a nice overhead view. You want to pull the camera up. You see that nice blue water looking down. So as we move it, it's between the 2 and the 5 in color. So we want to say, you know, it's not very accurate. So somewhere between 2 and 5, you could meet in the middle at 350, and that's parts per billion. 350 parts per billion. It's getting high. So, and that's all the leaves and vegetation. So you get a phosphate remover. Leslie's will sell phos-free. Anything that's a phosphate remover to take out phosphates. And just use in the initial treatment about 6 ounces, and then about 2 to 3 ounces every week as maintenance. So those were our basic chemical tests, a little extensive than just chlorine and pH. I hope this helps anybody in keeping a clean, clear pool, problem-free, algae-free. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, subscribe, and I will have more to come, so hope to see you soon.